Hey, it's Pat here, and just doing a bit of a review on the deck I made out of the Kaldheim box that I ended up opening on our members only stream. Yes, that's right, we put that up a week early, so it was live as well. We had a lot of fun participation in that. We were all, you know, really interested in seeing what we were going to get for pulls. So, how we did this was I had a draft box. Everything out of the box was up for free game, draft style. So, I've got a couple of cards that are multiples. That's one of the things throwing this off as a commander deck here. And I was lucky enough to get a five-color commander. Made this a whole heck of a lot easier. So, let's go ahead and dive right into it. Interestingly, the backside of Asika God of the Tree here. So this is my commander for it. 1, 2 green, get a 1/4 with vigilance, tap, add a mana of any color. And I love that on a commander. That's just going to make things a whole heck of a lot easier. And with the playtesting I did, it definitely has worked out. Same thing with that second tagline there. Other legendary creatures you control have vigilance, tap, mana of any color. And the backside here, now, I wasn't super excited to play this too much just because of how much enchantment removal there is in Commander raids, but I might end up getting the Prismatic Bridge out. So at the beginning of your upkeep, reveal cards until you hit a creature or planeswalker, put it on the battlefield, the rest on the bottom. That's pretty slick. I like that. Now, let's dive into some of the creatures. This is a very creature heavy deck. I think that that's actually going to be my win condition. That's my real standard for this deck is turn card sideways. So we've got Ascendant Spirit. Not too bad. I've got a lot of snow lands. It's going to be very easy to buff that up. Flying First Strike, 1/2 for 1. Come on, easy. I did get a couple of gods in here, and I actually had Bergie before I had gotten the Asika. So I was thinking about doing this as a deck, and luckily it worked out. This is just going to be one of the lieutenants in there. Nice little mana generator. Changeling. That was kind of a nice little sub theme, was the elves and changeling kind of thing. Three of these guys, and that's one of the fun parts about doing this as a draft is that I've got a good couple of extras, buffs in them. And speaking of extras, oh yeah, we got Burning Rune Demon here. It's a big block of text. It does stuff. It's kind of cool. I like it. um, Elvish Warmaster. I actually lucked out a whole heck of a lot and got one of these in the box. It's not a terribly heavy elf deck, but I think this is going to work out pretty well. Speaking of things that I think are going to work out pretty well, we were able to add in 3 additional cards, not just what we got out of the box. Also a Command Tower, Soul Ring, and Arcane Signet, which honestly don't make a huge difference in this deck. It's nice to have them as an addition. I mean, Soul Ring's one of the most powerful cards in Magic, so of course, right? And let's see, Guardian Gladewalker, not too shabby. We actually got 2 Heralds, different artwork. This is just one of the ones I got. It's fine. I mean, should be good. Hopefully it is. Hopefully it'll work. And like I said, I should have enough mana, honestly, to get some action going. I think the biggest problem I'm going to have is just card draw. But since we're going to be doing 4 players versus, the raid monster, I think I might be able to get some just random card draw. That might be a thing. Who knows? Here's for hoping, right? Masked Vandal, I think this will actually work out pretty decently. You know, it's a little bit of spot removal. Moray of the Frost. Enter, make a copy of a permanent I control, except if it's a legendary, except it's a legendary in snow in addition to those type. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, not too bad. I mean, a little copier. Buffer, and since I got so many changelings, that's going to be pretty easy. Orvar, nice. Sculptor of Winter. Again, just getting some good mana generation. Realm Walker, that'll be nice card advantage, and honestly, that should just be doing a lot of work right there. I wasn't going to include Turgid. It feels bad not to, and I got the foil version of it. But Turgid's Lantern's not too shabby. Target player loses 3 life unless they sacrifice or discard. They can't sacrifice. They can't discard anything. Um, and as far as sacrificing a non-land permanent, it we'll have to discuss if they would take 3 damage or sack one of their defenders. But either way, that's a very solid uh, little unit there. I think that's going to do some work. For sorceries, I don't have a whole lot. I didn't get a whole lot out of the box that I thought were going to be great. Divine Gambit, like I said, um, a little bit of spot removal and getting a creature back on the battlefield. Not too bad with Return Upon the Tide. Search for Glory. I like this one here. Um, it's a tutor, pretty much, so easy enough. Starnheim Unleashed. It's not too shabby. Not too shabby. I can work with that. I mean, foretell it. Yeah, I should have a bunch of mana, so it should work out. So many behold the universe, behold the multiverse, just because this is like the only like card draw stuff that I was able to find in it, and it's on rate, honestly. You can foretell it, and it's exactly the same fucking price, so there's pretty much no reason to do so. But for 3 and a blue, scry 2, draw 2. I mean, 1 and a blue is usually pretty standard for a card draw on the low end. You get double that and scrying, so. Mystic Reflection, I fucking love this card. It works so well. Absolutely fucking awesome. Playing this on the boss monster, like the raid monster turn, that's great. If they're gonna make a whole bunch of tokens, oh no, they're gonna make 6 5/5 flyers with death touch. This isn't going to be great. Yeah, how about instead I play this and now they're all just copies of this like dumb 1/1 token that somebody has. Cool, we can work with that. Village Rites, same thing. I was able to get 2 of these out of the box, so card draw. And I got so many freaking creatures that I'm certainly going to have stuff that I don't mind killing off. And here's that Arcane Signet and Soul Ring I talked about, along with Asika's Chariot. Yeah, lucked out. It's cute too. I like this one. This is not actually what I was able to get. It's a different version. Changed. Jeez, switch printing. Jeez. It's this one. Oh, it's just as cute. Yeah, look at that. It's still got a little kitty cat and a big kitty cat. Maskwood Nexus. This will kind of help with some of the sub themes. The changeling action, along with that, the elf stuff. I think that'll be pretty decent. And God as well, I believe is, sub 1. So, I've got some like weird God stuff going on. Pyre of Heroes, not too shabby. It's worked out really well in my playtesting. Maybe that's just lucky. Replicating Ring here again. Mana. Who doesn't love mana? Glittering Frost again. Lots of generation. And here we go. Copy some spells. That'll be nice if that actually works out. If that stays on the battlefield and I can get some action in off that, that'll be great. Root of Sustenance. Bob was saying don't put this in, but honestly, I like this. When it enters, draw a card in white. That's pretty solid. That's like on rate. And then it's actually an enchantment to give something lifelink. It's like, oh, cool. I like it. And a bunch of lands. I did put in a lot of these tap lands just because I'm going to have such mana advantage in other ways, so I don't think it's going to slow me down too much. I did get a couple of pathways. 1, 2, 3 of them? 3 or 4? I want to say 3. Yeah, 3 pathways. Blightstep, Bark Channel, and Dark Boar. That command tower. A bunch more of these tap lands. Nothing too incredible there. I did get 2 World Trees. Again, it's a tap land, add for green, so it's not even like that phenomenal. But once I hit 6 lands, everything turns into tap for any color. And if I do double Wootberg, I can sacrifice it and get all of the gods out of my deck and put them on the battlefield. That's pretty awesome. Specifically because for any number of god cards, now everything through Maskwood Nexus, creatures I control are every creature type. The same is true for spells I control and creature cards that aren't on the battlefield. So, if I can get this to trigger, I can actually just get every creature from my deck and put it on the battlefield. That is insane. If I can get that, I really want my deck to do that. I want to have Maskwood Nexus out, trigger World Tree. That's going to be great. That's pretty much my ultimate plan. Turn stuff sideways, do regular damage, and then trigger World Tree and just go bonkers. And you'll have to tune in Saturday if you are a member. We're going to be doing that live, and it's going to go up a week after that for non-members, just for, everybody else. So if you want to be cool, spend that extra 99 cents a month and join up. Until next time, I've been Pat. You've been awesome. Take care.